Welcome, folks. Happy holidays. We're gonna do a midweek edition. We're gonna move the Titans episode to Friday. I want to give you guys time for your family and eating and you know sleeping off that tryptophan there from the turkey there. But hey, welcome, guys. And hey, if you're new here, welcome. Grab a seat and stay a while. But do me a couple favors. Hit that subscribe button. Then go over and ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button, and before you head out, drop a comment down below. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome for another round. Also, hit that like button, and before you leave, drop a comment as well. And of course, share the video out on all the socials. Merch store still going through the month of December again. Grab yourself some Joker Voice merch. Also giving funds to a good cause, that would be the Stuttering Foundation. Okay, we're just going to jump right into this topic here because I'm sure unless you've been living under a rock, you know a major shakedown has just happened. That Bob Chapek has been ousted as the CEO of Disney. And the old CEO, Bob Iger, is back. Seems odd since Bob Iger was the guy who instituted a lot of the reasons Bob Chapek was put in as CEO. But let's look at some landscape here, and we don't have to go back very far. We got to go back. I go back to about 8-9 months ago. So we're gonna lay a little groundwork, and then we're gonna give my thoughts because I've been combing this thing like crazy. My thoughts as to what may have happened. And again, these are just my thoughts. I can't confirm any of this, so do not. This is all speculation at this point, but this is just what I think makes the most sense. So let's go with the stuff we know first. Okay, late February, early March of 2022, this past year, just a few months ago. We know that Bob Chapek was going to implement his company-wide policy, his 3 pillars for Disney going forward. That he was going to move the company to a politically neutral and move away from the woke ideology that had been pushed into Disney programming. Now, the activists inside of Disney didn't like this. They like their woke. So they decided to stage a walkout using the Florida House bill, which they erroneously called the Don't Say Gay bill, as an excuse to protest. And it got enough attention that the the diversity, equity, inclusion, the ESG, environmental, social governance office of the Disney company basically got Bob Chapek to bend the knee, as we saw in that hostage video for the Reimagine Tomorrow group, which all that stuff was leaked by Christopher Rufo, where we learned that for children's programming, Reimagine Tomorrow has a not-so-secret gay agenda. That was just in March. April, just the next month, right after that, AT&T's subsidiary Discovery took over the Warner Brothers. And since Discovery was the majority, Discovery took the majority stake in the Warner Brothers, so they elevated their CEO, David Zaslav, to the head of now a much larger table. Now, David Zaslav, upon getting this new job, began taking heads in Minecraft of some of the top people at the Warner Brothers. Notably, within 3 days after he took the job, that being Ann Sarnoff, who was the head of Warner Brothers Studios, who was taking the Warner Brothers Entertainment and particularly the DC universe into a woke direction anyway. David Zaslav is moving away from woke, going to a profit first model. Late April and going through June, Netflix decided to jump into this, and they did a lot of layoffs of employees and executives, primarily in their diversity, equity, inclusion department. So this is the woke element inside Netflix that the CEOs and the major stockholders, these were the people in charge, were like, you know what, we don't need this. Gone. And then right after that, in July of 2022, a few months ago, Bob Chapek is unanimously renewed as CEO of the Disney of the Disney company for another 3 years. Unanimously. Now, one of the big ones, and just not too long ago, October 27th of this year, Elon Musk officially becomes the sole owner of Twitter. Ooh, that hurt the woke. And we've seen the chaos that has been Twitter of late, and it's kind of been glorious. Even to the point to where a few days ago, reinstated the woke's favorite boogeyman, reinstated the account of former President Donald Trump. Then we had Election Day not too long ago, where kind of this whole thing started in Florida, which is the home of the Disney corporate headquarters. The governor, Ron DeSantis, not only won re-election, won by a landslide. And then 1 week after that, on November 15th, Chapek announces that Disney is going to be undergoing a hiring freeze, that departments are going to go through a rigorous review, which if you've seen the movie Office Space, you're interviewing to keep your job, basically, and that layoffs are pending. This, I think, was the triggering moment, because from then, within 7 days, Bob Chapek is gone. This change doesn't happen. This is turning on a dime. This change doesn't happen that fast. Now, who were some of these heads that Chapek had now finally got his axe, and whose heads was he going to lop off in Minecraft? There were the usual names over there. There was Kathleen Kennedy. I mean, Bob Chapek just took out her right hand and heir apparent Michelle Rejwan. There was the talks of the Indy 5 test screenings that were terrible. Was she on the block? Possibly. Was Kevin Feige on the block with the embarrassment and financial disaster that has been phase bore of the MCU? Was it his head? Probably not his head, but maybe kneecapped. A head at Marvel in Minecraft would probably be Victoria Alonso. That's a safe bet. What about the head of Pixar? Possibly as well. But I think Bob Chapek's axe was a little closer to someone else, someone in the upper ring, more top of the food chain, as previously he had taken out a rival of his named Peter Rice. Now, how does Bob Iger fit into all of this? Well, Bob Iger is the largest individual shareholder of Disney stock. But as an individual shareholder, he doesn't have any power to really wield anything to make this kind of change happen. However, the board of directors, a lot of which are Bob Iger's friends that he put there, and a lot of the institutional investors that he brought in, I've mentioned the term ESG a lot. He's brought in a lot of mutual fund people like BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, who have bought into this corporate philosophy, which really has nothing to do with making a company profitable. It's just a way to. It's a philosophy. Bob Iger has bought into this philosophy as he was trying to take Disney and turn it into a propaganda wing for the Democratic Party in a bid he had of running for president. Sure, Bob. But with that being said, and again, Bob Chapek was going to take the company in a profit first. He was going to get rid of stuff that was not helping the company make a profit. And I'm sure he also wanted to take out a political enemy as well. We go back to March. That Reimagine Tomorrow Group, which is an arm of the DEI, Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and the ESG wing of Disney. This is headed by LaTondra Newton. She is the Senior Vice President in charge of diversity for the Walt Disney Company. She is in that upper ring where Peter Rice was. Now, this is just my thought. That when LaTondra got a call from the corporate counsel saying that they needed to talk, she made a call to Bob Iger. Bob Iger decided to execute his plan to get rid of Chapek, which he's wanted to do ever since he got pushed out as CEO. Called his friends at Vanguard, State Street, BlackRock. They went to Susan Arnold and said, Bob's out or our billions of dollars are out. Again, can't confirm any of this. This is just my thought. I'm like, this is a big play, big turn on play. There's a lot of money involved in this. Let's follow the money, because to me that seems like the most logical conclusion. Kathleen Kennedy and Kevin Feige, while being rivals of Bob Chapek within the structure of Disney, don't have a lot of institutional power to make this play happen. The big investors do. But again, these are just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And again, Titans Review Episode 5 will be on Friday this week, so you can enjoy your Thanksgiving for yourself. Also, check out Friday night's Royal Rumble as well. I'm sure we'll be talking about this and other topics in pop culture as well. But enjoy your holiday, guys, and take this time to be thankful for the things you have, thankful for the people in your life. And again, folks, have a safe holiday, especially if you're traveling. And I'll see you real soon, guys. I'll see you on Friday. But always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. Happy Thanksgiving. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles.